Feel these right away, let me give you some tweaks to make. First thing I want you to think about is how much you're supinating that hand.
What's up? 筋肉翻訳です。さあ今日は二頭筋の山ピークを大きくする3種目見ていきましょう。太い腕興味ありますか？二頭筋の肥大にもワイドなのか今回のようにピークを大きくするのかいろいろと種類があります。今回はライアンさんがピークを作る種目の紹介をしてくれています。動画に入る前に二頭筋の形を確認していきましょう。上腕二頭筋には短頭と長頭があって内側が短頭、外側が長頭になります。ピークを作るためには一般的には長頭を鍛えようというふうに言われています。ではどのようにしたら長頭が鍛えられて二頭筋のピークを作ることができるのでしょうか。ライアンさんの種目を見てみましょう。どうぞ。
Alright, so today we're going to go over how to peak that bicep out, specifically hitting the long head. And yes, you can put more stress on the long head and the short head. It just matters how you rotate your shoulders, shoulder position overall, even tone the line a little bit with over supination. So if you're ready, let's get after it. Alright, so we're starting off with incline curls. Now if you don't feel these right away, let me give you some tweaks to make. First thing I want you to think about is how much you're supinating that hand. So the first portion of the supination is all that short head. But as you get in that 90% to 100% of that palm facing the ceiling, that's all that long head. So we can really take advantage of that from going 90 to 110%, really towing that line with over supinating and really engage that outer head. So now that we know the top portion of supination really engages that long head, how can we take advantage of that with grip? Well, the first thing that's going to pop in your head is if I grab the inside of the dumbbell, it's just going to naturally over supinate that hand, which is awesome. That's a good way of doing it. If you want to actively engage it, put your hand on the outside of the dumbbell, so not only do you have the stress of the curl itself, but the stress of fighting that dumbbell from pronating you back to a neutral position. If you've ever done flat dumbbell curls, it's a great way to hit that long head because it makes you roll those shoulders in, puts a lot of stress, and makes you overly supinate that hand as you curl all the way through. This is a play on that. Now we're using a T-bar, and same thing applies here. Really roll those shoulders in, but also make sure those hands stay supinated the entire time, and it's really not about weight on this one. You're just squeezing it through. All right, next up we have close grip wall curls. Now these are nice because one, they rotate your shoulders in, so you really have to focus on that long head, but also they kind of mimic a drag curl because you're gonna keep your elbows backed against the wall the entire time, again, putting more stress on that long head. Couple things to note here. One, use an easy bar because nobody's wrists are that flexible. Second thing is don't be afraid to overload it, right? As long as your elbows are back, chest is nice and tall, you really can't lose that form.
さあ、いかがでしたでしょうか。90%、100% 手のひらが顔を向いてると長頭が使えるんですね。途中で出てきたイージーバーを使う理由なんですが、ストレートバーだと手首が硬い人はそれだけで手首に負担がかかってしまいます。これを知らずに頑張ってしまうとそれだけで手首を痛めてしまうので、そのためにイージーバーがあるぐらいに思っておいてください。今回の動画の感想コメント欄で教えてください。動画のリクエスト、チャンネル登録お待ちしています。ではまた。はい、お知らせです。筋肉翻訳 T シャツが販売中なんですが L サイズが売り切れになってしまいました。僕が今着てるのは M サイズです。 S サイズと M サイズはまだ若干残りがあります。概要欄の販売ページから購入してください。またアパレルは少しずつ増やしていくつもりです。こんなの欲しいなどコメント欄でリクエストを教えてください。ここまで見ていただいてありがとうございます。これからもいろんな情報を発信していくので応援よろしくお願いします。ではまた。
I won't look back when you're around. I won't think twice when you're gone. Don't hesitate to call me back, 'cause I won't